All right, today is June 8th, 2024, and 2 years ago I just graduated high school. Obviously, what you see behind me is quite the skyline. I'm in London, and I am 20 years old, and I run a multi-six-figure content agency and was one of the first mainstream short-form content agencies, which for those of you that are watching probably have heard a lot about. I've done a lot in this span of time of just 2 years, and I've made a lot in this span of time. I've made in a week what some people don't even make in a year, which is insane, and I'm very grateful for it. However, I just want to pour out my heart and some thoughts and some wisdom and some failures I've experienced over this 2-year period to give back to whoever's watching this. If you're just graduating high school, if you're in high school and you have that vision or feeling deep inside of you that you do want to achieve the same, achieve something greater, and build your own empire. When I graduated high school, I knew deep down that I wanted to create and that I would be exactly here where I am right now. If you look back on my old YouTube videos, I had vision boards with high-rise apartments on it, thousands of YouTube subscribers, 10K months, all of that. And I created my own reality, and I'll tell you exactly how I did that and how you can do the same. But I also want to talk about how I've experienced a lot of money, a lot of the supercars, the yachts, all that stuff. And to an extent, it's fun and it's amazing and it fulfills some parts of your life. But what's more fulfilling and what I've learned from co-hosting this mastermind event that I did with Luke Jackson, Harvey Warner, James Staines, and Nate Vayersberg, we hosted a agency event here in London. What I learned while I was sitting at the dinner table, a steakhouse with dozens of our students, was there was so many times I wanted to quit. So many times I told myself that I felt like I wasn't going to make it, that this wasn't for me. And I had a lot of people around me that pushed me and helped me get to where I am today. And obviously by my own persistent pursuit, I have achieved and accumulated everything that I have. But I was sitting there last night at dinner looking at all these guys. And one, it was very heartwarming because I was exactly where they are. However, they're light years ahead of where I am. We got 17-year-olds flying out of their country for the first time to be at an event like this. But I sat there and I was like, those nights I wanted to quit, those nights that I stayed up till 5 a.m., those energy drinks that made me feel really sick, it was all worth it. It was more worth it, and it felt more fulfilling than the yachts, the watches, the money. That's just my personal values and morals. Everyone's wired differently. But one piece of advice I would like to share with you guys is, at the end of the day, it does not matter how you feel. A year before I graduated high school, it was the lowest point in my life. I was diagnosed with a chronic autoimmune disease in my gut. I had a bacterial infection on top of that and another disease. I lost 30 pounds in 1 month. My entire life fell apart and my relationship of 2 years was no longer. But if I laid there in my room like I did and I said, I feel like I'm not going to be great. I feel like it only gets worse from here. I feel like this is being imposed on me because I deserve it. If I said all those things, I wouldn't be where I am today. And I say this to say, if you want to achieve anything and everything, which you can, if you want to be sitting here next to me next year, you can, and you will if you change your feeling into a strong belief system, because emotions come and go. But if you have a strong belief system, it will directly correlate with how you feel. For example, when I laid there at my lowest, I kid you not, I envisioned everything in which I have achieved today. And I have so much more to achieve, and I'm going to go through a lot and learn and innovate, adapt, fail, succeed. I've yet to make it to the top. I still have a lot of work. But I sat there and I said, I believe this is happening for me, not to me. I believe that this is the beginning of greatness, not the end of everything. I believe that I will turn this grave into a garden. And I set that strong belief system. And if we're being honest, it was delusional confidence. Here's this kid. He's 17 years old. He weighs 120 pounds because he's so physically sick. His girlfriend of 2 years, he's no longer with her anymore. How's that kid gonna make it? It's simple. It's from the delusional confidence, the belief system. It's quantum physics. It's the law of attraction. And it's not this law of attraction that you guys see all over the place where it's like you just think it and it happens. No, there's an actual science behind it. It's very simple. One, you let go of what's holding you back. Is it a disease? Is it a relationship? Is it the opinions of your friends, your family, your professors? I don't know. But whatever's holding you back, this lower vibrational energy, you have to get rid of it. Now, you can't destroy it because energy can only be converted, not created or destroyed. So what you have to do is you take that low vibrational energy and you convert it into other things. What did I do? I started hitting the gym for the first time ever in my life at 17. I started eating more healthy, which took an investment. I started surrounding myself with the right people. I pushed away the people that didn't believe in me, and it gets very lonely. And I got rid of everything. And every single day I looked in the mirror and I said, thank you. Thank you for what was, thank you for what is, and thank you for what will be. And when you have that abundance and grateful mindset, you cannot lose. So I did that every day, and I told myself, take the risk or lose the chance. A risk for me was raising my hand and asking the teacher a question because I was socially awkward. It was, saying hey to that girl in the hallway. It was buying a little course. That was a risk. But you have to think of opportunity cost. Do you stay in the same place you were yesterday and the days before, or do you invest into something and create yourself unquantifiable opportunity? Maybe you invest into something and you take a risk and it doesn't show some direct reward. That's fine, because if you have an abundance mindset, that risk then becomes a stepping stone to the next phase. Even a relationship, for an example, if you have the right strong belief system and the relationship is no longer, you don't say, I feel like whatever. You say, I believe that this happened for a reason. I believe that I could be doing better. I believe that I know what to do moving forward, and you do it. So law of attraction, you want to achieve everything you want in life. You get rid of the lower vibrational negative energy that doesn't align with you. Then you replace it by converting that energy into higher holistic delayed gratification things. Now, once you replace it, during that process, you have to understand what you want. At the end of the day, if you want money, that's great, but there needs to be a bigger purpose. And if your purpose is rooted in abundance, that's ultimately how you win in the long run. If you want to provide value to other people, if you want to help your family, you want to help your siblings, you want to help yourself, you want to help your future self, your wife, your kids, whatever it may be. If you want to build a school, I don't know what it may be. For a little bit, you have to be selfish and have that delusional confidence, but there needs to be foundations of abundance within your ultimate vision. Because when you have that higher holistic North Star and energy that you're attracting to, your environment around you will then become that. However, there's a lot of things you have to do, such as change friend groups, invest into networking events like I just co-hosted, and whatever it may be. In order to stabilize yourself, if you're all over the place, you don't know what you want, you're having panic attacks, you're just all over the place, you have to distance yourself. You have to get rid of all the distractions, whether it's social media, it's opinions of others, and you have to be still. Even to this day, I do my best every weekend to go to a park outside of the city, an hour or two, and just be still and listen to myself and my subconscious. What do I want? Why do I want it? How can I use it to help other people grow? In order to stabilize yourself, you have to be looking at something. So slow down, ask yourself, what do you want? Try to see if you have some natural inclinations. As a kid, I always created content, turn my passion into monetary value, and I believe that's how you win. Even if you're not making 6-7 figures a year, if you're doing what you're passionate about, you're not a slave to anything. So with that said, you have to, one, get rid of the lower vibrational energy. You have to convert it / replace it. You have to stabilize and see, what do you want? I wanted a high-rise apartment. I wanted to make 10K per month. I wanted a car so I could have a nicer environment. I wanted to be in rooms that I never imagined. I wanted to build a YouTube channel. I wanted to be at a place where I could provide value to other people. So I had that North Star and I kept my eyes on it. Then I continued to change my environment around me. And what happened is it was all about quantum physics and vibrational states. The lower negative vibrational energy is gone, and I'm now focused and surrounding myself with a higher holistic energy. And that's exactly how you win. Pretty simple at the end of the day. It's very hard because in order to reach a higher holistic wavelength, it's through consistency, persistence, through hardship, success, through failures, all of the above. So the reason I just went on a rant is 2 years is honestly a short amount of time, and I'm thankful for everything in which I have achieved, everything that I went through. There were days with my agency I lost $7,000 in an hour. There were weeks in my agency I made over 10K as an 18-year-old. So I've seen it all. And at the end of the day, this is what I've learned, and this is what I've seen prevalent in many others' lives. And if you are able to take this to heart, you don't have to worry about making money. You don't have to worry about fixing your systems, your operations, your personal brand. Because if you take these foundational principles and apply it to yourself first, everything else will naturally attract and you'll get to where you are. You have to be delusional. No one's going to understand it, and they don't need to, because this is your vision, this is your goal, and this is your life. And my friend, you only get one of them. And the odds of you being alive is trillions times trillions. So why would you sit here and why would you let other people and their opinions control you? Why would you let them say who you are, what you're going to be? Why would you let systems built into this world control you? If you have a vision, if you have something you want to create, if you have a hardship, then it is your duty to steward that and excel to the highest holistic level in which you want to achieve. So get rid of the past, at least the lower negative energy, convert it into something higher and holistic, stabilize yourself on something you want, and change your environment. And my friend, in a year's time, you will have that YouTube channel, you will have that car, you will have the followers if that's something you value. You will have all those things. It's a very simple formula. It's very hard. It takes hours and hours and hours of work. But my friend, if you take it to heart, the world is yours. Excited to see where I'll be in a year. Excited to see where you'll be in a year. All you got to do is put your head down and lock in, and you'll achieve everything you ever wanted in life.